Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I am here to share my second design team project for Craft Supplies for You. And this is it, and it's actually a gift bag book, and I use these little gift bags here, and I cut or punched 2 holes in them to put them together, and that's all I used. So let me start by showing you the front cover, and I used 4 gift bags, and they're usable. If I send this to somebody, then I can put gifts inside. So anyway, this is the cover, and I think I used just about everything on this page is from Craft Supplies for You, except for this little rhinestone piece here. Now, I don't know if Julie still has these in her store, but those were originally from Craft Supplies for You. And these flowers here were made from one of the trims. I just used 2 of each, just a straight flower trim. And this in the background is a wider trim from Julie's store, and I'll bring it up close so you can see. I added tiny little pearls to the middle of all these little flowers in the trim. And the reason I'm not showing all the trims that I used, because this would take like an hour, because I used so many. I probably used 20 different trims, and you don't have to do that. You can use the same trims kind of like on each page. You just, like, if I used 1, 2, 3. I used 3 different trims on the bottom here. So you could just switch them around and put them on another page and they'll look completely different. But I wanted to use a lot of different trims, so that's why I use so many. And then, let's see, this is from a different trim that has flowers, and I cut 2 of those out. And as I said, this is my rhinestone piece. And then these tiny little flowers here are from that wide little flower trim. It comes in this color and it comes in white, and I just added some liquid pearls to the middle of that. And then I used cameos as the photos, and this is from Craft Supplies for You, this doily. And this is a trim that I had cut off part of it, so I only used that for the dangle. And then this is another trim, and this is in like a rose color, and that's also from Craft Supplies for You. And this is part of the trim too. I cut out the little flowers, and I just used the bottom part as a dangle, and then I used those tiny little pearls again of that Raina sent me. And then I used some of my clay flowers, and as I said, I used this cameo. So I think, I used this trim and this beautiful trim here. I love this one. And this one, I think that's, no, actually, I used 4 trims, 3, and then I used this one. These are all from Craft Supplies for You. I can't tell you if they're still in the store. You would have to check, because Julie sells out so often. But anyways, that's the front cover. Now I'll show you the back cover. This is also a trim in itself. It's a wide trim. And then I think I used this in the front, this trim here. And then here's another one. These are all from Craft Supplies for You. Now here's that rose color trim that I had in the front that I just used the dangles. And here's that flower. I just cut out the flower for that front cover. And then here's another one. So those are all trims from the store. And then here's the side where I put them together. I added this bow piece, and this was from my stash. And then I just took a dangle piece, and I added the 2 dangles on each side. so that it would kind of hide where I had punched the holes and put the velvet. I used a little thin velvet ribbon to tie it all together. So that's the front, the back, and the binding. And then, as I said, it's a gift bag. So here's the next 2 pages, and here's that trim that you saw in the back. See, I did use them more than once. And then here's another trim. All the trims on the bottom are from Craft Supplies for You. There's some more of that. I think I might have even used this on every page. And then that's it for that page. Okay, here's a dangle. This is from my stash and my little clay flowers. And then here's a cameo. This piece, I believe, that piece might be from my stash, but this trim here is from the store. And then my little clay flowers, the little tiny pearls. And then on this page, here's another one of my different cameos. I used 3 different doilies, and these I think came from the doily grab bag that Julie sells. And the top part, this comes from a different trim that I just cut the top of it off. And then here's another trim here. This is from another flower trim. I just love these flower trims because you can cut the flowers out, and I just cut like 3 or 4 out and just stacked them and used my rhinestones and my clay flowers. And then behind here, this is a new trim. And then here's the same trim I used on one of the other pages. And then here's a different trim there. And I know I used that more than once. And then there's that rose color again. I know I used that on every page. And that's all I did to this page. And there's the pocket again. And here's the next 2 pages. Here's a different cameo. This is from my stash. And then all these trims are from the store again. And I did use, now I realize, I mean, I made this a while back, a couple of weeks ago, and I realized I did use a lot of the same trims on different pages. This piece is from a trim. These are from the store. Here's the white flowers, like that beige flower I showed you on the front. This is a wide trim from the store. This chain-looking one is from the store. And then here's this one. This piece might have been from my stash. And then these doilies are all from the store. This is mine. And then here's a flower I made with a cup using flowers from a doily and then another trim. And then underneath, here's more dangle trims that I used. And then that's from the store. Like I said, all the bottom, the dangle trims are from the store. But all the wide trims that I used to cover the gift bags, they're all from the store too. This is from the store. This is a part of a trim. And what I'm going to try to do next month is do a type of tutorial where I show you how I take these trims apart and use them in a different way, so that you can get the most from your trims. This trim here is from my stash. Okay, and then the last 2 pages, I just made kind of like a flower page. This flower dangle rose is from my stash, my little clay flowers. But all this trim here is from the store, and all these trims here are from the store. And here's another one of those flowers I made from one of the trims. And that's what I'll show you in the tutorial. I'll try to get some of these trims that I've done this different things to, and show you how I did them. This is just a dangle piece from my stash. Here's another cameo. This doily is from that doily grab bag. Here's another wide trim, and what I did was I took some of these, I cut off a little piece of trim. I took some of those and then I added another one, a second one, and then added my little clay flowers just to give it a little bit more interest. And then this is a piece of a trim. So most everything, just a couple of things here and there that were actually from my stash. And then we're back to the back page again. So that's it. This is my little gift bag mini album. And I like how it came out. I really like how the cover came out. But I was able to use, like I said, so many different trims. So bear with me, and next month I hope to have that tutorial up. So leave me a comment if you'd like. Check out the store. The links to the store will be in the description box. Julie has just put, probably a couple hundred new items in the store. And so you'll see things that I haven't even shown you yet. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will be back again soon with another project share. Bye for now.